fuck they talking about now? I really don't understand these fuckers here. Blil Ratchet, third guy, what was that, nigga? Boy, these niggas bitches, they be frontin' like they reckless. One bullet out the fire will leave the toughest nigga headless. Say he want that beef for any day, you know I'm ready. I kick that chopper out the trunk and rip a nigga through his necklace. Know that bitch, she both, she come around just for the money. I play that role well, so I guess we both just dummies. I can't fake it for you, know I gotta be 100. From the booties, fuckers, Riz ain't got the time, you know they jump.
Alright, so what's up, fool? How you doing right now?
Chillin', buddy, chillin'.
Alright. Tell the people who you is and where you from.
I'm Blil Ratchet, and I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina, Hampton Homes.
Alright, so you say you from Greensboro, North Carolina, Hampton Homes. Tell us about how it was growing up in that area.
I mean, really, a little bit of everything, man. Bullshit, on bullshit, on bullshit, on bullshit, you know. It solidified, though, you know, one of the decent circumstances on the south side, honestly. Like, not too bad for real.
Alright, how would you compare it from then to now?
I mean, it's a whole lot different. Like, back then, it was just like, it was a whole bunch of shit going, like, you know what I'm saying? It was hard, you know, to have shit going how you wanted it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you had shit to do school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't really make time for shit you wanted. You know what I'm saying? It's relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So when was the very first time you decided you wanted to get into rapping?
I say like middle school for real. I really got down, fucked around, got out with a couple of Sims. Wu Child, shout out Wu Child, free Wu Child. You know, him and a couple little sevens was goddamn back and forth to a studio. Like, that's how I really got introduced. Like, they was going to a studio. An OG named Shout out to Shout. Southside out there by Dilla Street. You know, it was like, that was my first time. Like, I recorded my first song with them, you feel me? So it was like, they had consistently, like, connect, contact, like, it was like an everyday thing every once in a while. So it was like, that shit really persuaded me to proceed. But like, once I started taking it serious, like, probably after I got booked, like, once I came home, like, yeah, we was going ahead and proceed with shit.
So who was your top 5 artists in the game that you've always been inspired by when it came to the rap game coming up?
I say T Grizzly, he was one of them. Everybody love Tupac, you know, he biggest influence.
Right.
I mean, Lil Wayne, he was goddamn solidified. Boosie, shit. I'm not really too sure for 5.
That's cool, that's cool. Besides the music influences, were there any role models you looked up to from childhood to now?
Yeah, I say like a couple of them from the city, you know, they were doing their thug, like they showed me that it was, you know, it was possible.
So what are some key facts that they taught you that you still carry on with you every day?
Shit, just being real with yourself, you know what I'm saying, and making it make sense for her.
So I see every so often you and your team go out helping those in need, which is very rare to see. What would you say motivates you guys to do what you do and take action how you do?
I'm seeing us the only ones that do that, really. Like, when I see we the only ones that's really, you know, trying to do something for the community every now and then, like, that's really make it proceed. Like, let's keep this shit going, like, for real.
Right. Okay, so to me, I see you as not only a very influential person, but a businessman as well as a family man. But how would Blil Ratchet describe himself not only as an artist, but as a person?
The one and only, you know what I'm saying? solidify as they come, you know, I'm true to myself before anything, you know, and I'm willing to face the truth, no matter what it is, what come with it.
Now, are you signed at the moment, or is there any labels that have tried to draft you yet?
I mean, at the moment, I'm currently in a little, say, temporary establishment with my uncles and them, you know what I'm saying? All about family and shit, all about family records.
Right. So for some people, they settle for petty money with these record deals. But if you had to decide, what would you look for into as far as the record deal?
I mean, shit. As long as the check solidified, I really won't be looking for too much, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
cause I can handle everything on my own for real. Like, as long as the shit making sense, you know.
Right. So I know you might get this a lot, but how does it feel when people mistake you for a Louisiana artist? I know me, I did. Thought you probably was from there. And yeah, when I first heard the first song, what was it? It was He Got a 50.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, basically like, damn, like he really sound like a Louisiana artist, but besides that, you was bringing like that hype that I ain't hear from here. How did it feel to know that you could bring that feel to the Carolinas?
I mean, honestly, like, I wasn't raised down there. I was just born down there. Like, my mama and daddy, he currently lived down there. You know, he'll probably be down there for the holiday. But, like, I was born down there, but, like, honestly, I mean, it's like, shit. They see something different, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how I look at it, they see something, it's a different type of hype. So, shit, like, I don't really feel a certain kind of way. Just be like, shit, I mean, I am who I am.
Right. So recently you opened up at the Coliseum for Lil Baby Gunna and 42 Doug. Was that your first biggest show?
That was my first one in Greensboro. First show in Greensboro.
Right. So can you tell me about how did that experience feel like? Like how was it from prepping for the show to after? Like how did that experience feel for you?
As far as the performance was terrific, you know, it was phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't know how I'm gonna put this shit. You know, they say a lot goes on behind closed doors, you know, janky promoters, false accusations, just a bunch of shit. So it was like, I really couldn't feel how I wanted to after the performance, you know what I'm saying, due to those. So it was like, damn. It was like they experienced, like, it was something different, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that was my first show in the city, so it was like, shit, for me to do what I did and stood on what I said I was gonna do really brought a lot of, you know what I'm saying, encouragement to myself, but like, as far as after the show, I mean, that's just.
Did you get lit after the show?
Mean, due to my cousin reaching back out, picking my head up for me, I say, yep, like the vibes were straight, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a little feeling I had going on with my own, you know.
Right. So how did you lock in with the show? Was it more of an independent move or someone reached out to you?
It was like a little bit of both, you know what I'm saying? Due to a couple of my relatives reaching out to one of their partners that's been reaching out to them, you know what I'm saying, about them. So it was like a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's love right there. So how much feedback did you get back after that performance? Have it had any like amount of positive impact on your fan base?
A whole bunch of positive, you know what I'm saying? It would have been the whole, I say I got a little solidified feedback, you know what I'm saying? Straight positive, like straight love. Like, I was told I had the best opening performance. Really.
I seen that. Y'all showed up.
Like, that shit was the best one, but it was like, you know, it wasn't what I thought when I got there. Like, me going first, you know, and I was supposed to go third, like, as far as all that, you know what I'm saying? That shit was straight up.
That's a blessing right there. So did you get to connect with any of the artists that was out there?
You know what I'm saying? My peoples did, my team did, a couple of my relatives, I left her.
So prior to the show, have you plugged in with any celebrities? If so, would you mind telling?
Shit, I mean, before the show, I had a little couple celebrity shit. I done been on the phone with Breezy. I done chopped it up with the game through Instagram DMs. Him trying to conduct a little bit of local mixtape. That was like a little last summer. Then it was T Grizzly. He wanted to do a little bit of co-signing on reposting and a little bit of the same little local mixtape he was putting together as well and shit like that. And who else was it? I was just talking to Trina 2 days ago in the DMs and shit. She wanted to put something together, whatever, you know what I'm saying? As far as she was goddamn doing something for the locals or whatever, but it wasn't really what I was, you know what I'm saying, looking forward to at the moment, so I just told her I'd get back with it and shit.
So how did it feel knowing that you got to that point where you got big artists hitting you up?
Honestly, it's like shit. It's like, honestly, it's not a shocking thing, cause you know, before I started making exotic moves, like it was a couple of celebrities I was already chopping it up with. So it's like, to see it proceed, I'm, you know, just like, I know I got more work to do, you know what I'm saying? I know I gotta proceed, I know I gotta remain focused.
Right.
You know, I gotta proceed, goddamn, keeping shit in motion. Like, that's how that really had me thinking.
Alright, so I did want to talk about the situation during your performance when I seen you post, you were saying like basically you and your team threw over $300 to the front row, and basically you were saying that it wasn't just for show, it was expressing like a thank you for coming out supporting me, here's something for the expenses that everybody had to encounter just for coming out to see you. But the fact that you expressed it, that it was out of love for your supporters, can you give a little background on that?
I mean, yeah, like shit, honestly, like shit, I just be looking at like, I ain't really all for myself, I ain't never been a person to be all for myself, so you know, for them to come out, you know, it was just like, okay, they coming from the Lil Baby show, they coming from Mooski, whoever else performing. But at the end of the day, you know, we opening up. So it's like, they won't own no ignorant shit. Like, they could have been ignorant, they could have goddamn went crazy, they could have, like, honestly, like, we opening up, you feel me? Like, so it's like, they still kept that same energy, like, before the bread, like, even when I turned in on the stage, you know, gave them my interest and shit, like, they still kept the same energy, you know, they gave that attention. Like, let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
So it's like me shouting out all the sides and see they goddamn, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
showing that same energy. So it's like, I'm like, bro, you know what? I bet. That really was the second option. Like, let's see what they on. Let's see what it is before we just get the goddamn jumping the broom, throwing money. Like, you feel me? Like, it ain't nothing for us to goddamn keep that shit for ourselves. Like, we don't know them.
Right.
You feel me? We ain't got shit to do whatever it is they going through. But I just want to, you know, just do something different. You feel me? You know, for me to even go on first, remind you, I went on first. That's when people really just sitting down. So remind you, know, when I came on the stage, you know, you had this whole front line just empty in the motherfucker. Like, everybody filled up in the back. You know, that shit packed out. Everybody filled up in the back. But once they seen what was going on, like even before the break, like it was more people coming up, you know what I'm saying, trying to hear in a little bit. Reminds you, the Coliseum mic fucked up. So they're not giving you no decent mic. So
they
like,
gave you a fucked up mic?
Man, they gave me a fucked up mic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even stand beside a speaker that's playing a song with the mic because the mic is coming in and out, making that little weird shit, loud shit at the ring. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, they really gave it time. Like, we gonna see what he can do. So, shit.
You rocked it either way.
Went all out.
Struggles you encounter at the show as far as behind the scenes?
Hell yeah. For one, Me and my mans got there, it was on some shit like, we was standing outside for like goddamn 30 minutes. You know, I guess the little ticket situation, band situation, they had to get that solidified. And it's like once we went in there and shit, it was like I was in the dressing room for like, what, 5 goddamn hours. Dolo, like, one of my relatives had to use my mans for a little assistance or whatever due to the CEOs not pulling up to the show on time. You know, they had other things to orchestrate and get together before they came to the show fully prepared. But it was like my uncle had goddamn used my mans for assistance. You know, the far as goddamn mic check. You know what I'm saying? Far as, you know, chopping it up with certain individuals. But it was like, my mans really showed me where the stage was at. Like, when it came to mic check, he had to show me where everything at. Like, that's how shit be going at the Coliseum. Like, motherfuckers be everywhere with everywhere. Like, there's so much going on. Like, motherfuckers be having to play other people's position. You know what I'm saying?
And music-wise, what are your thoughts on how you were, where you started from versus where you're at now?
I mean, it's a big difference. I see it's a whole big difference. Like, I see it's like more people start showing more love, you know what I'm saying, support, more courage. And it's like, honestly, like, back then it was like people would just, you know what I'm saying, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's like they part of the audience, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was like, honestly, it's a big difference now, but like, me, when I look from back then, it was like, shit, it was basically a little bit of the same shit, you know, just pipe the shit up a notch. But it's like, the audience changed, that's what it is, that's what it make you realize, bro.
And did you ever picture yourself getting this far with, as far as like connecting with celebrities, doing shows, getting that notoriety? Did you see any of that?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do the connect, traveling, like I move a lot, stick and move a lot, I network a lot. You know what I'm saying? I be talking to a lot of individuals that solidified with a lot of individuals. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sky's the limit shit, you know? If you doing something, it can't be for nothing. You gotta goddamn make it make sense at the end of the day, proceed.
Right.
It's all about what's in the hustle and what you hustling for.
As far as the Double XL freshmen reaching out to you, what's your plans? Can we expect to be seeing you on the next year's freshman list?
I could say you can expect to see in the magazine, you know, the little magazines they have out. Back page is showing, you know, who proceeding with their movement, you know what I'm saying? Like, I peeped it before, like, that's how I knew it wasn't no bullshit, because like, when I was incarcerated, that's all I used to confiscate if it wasn't books, like magazines, like locals from different states in the back of the magazine. Basically, that's what they want, like, far as, you know, just getting the exposure out there as well, you know, the portfolio, shit like that. But you can most definitely stay tuned as well.
So what's one of the craziest things that have happened to you since you've been blowing up?
Shit. All type of shit for real. I mean, we can't even sit in parking lots without goddamn unknown cars pulling up trying to goddamn look for a greet or something, you know what I'm saying? Got motherfuckers following cars, all type of shit, like motherfuckers taking pictures of the back of the cars.
What?
And it's like they sending you the pictures of that. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, they weird.
yeah, like, bunch of shit, like. You can't go around so many people, cause you know, people wanna show off and shit. I guess they wanna make the next person look like a dweeb just to impress the person. Yeah, shit like that, like.
Lame shit.
Green shit.
So along walking into the new year, can we expect any new upcoming projects? Are there any local collaborations on there that you want to tell us about?
I say I got an EP coming. If not the Thanksgiving, I say the 26th, the City Minister. And I got a couple logos on there. I got Third Eye on there. Shout out to Third Eye. Then I think I got a little song with Fuego, you know what I'm saying? Then it's most songs I had in motion with the other locals, like far as LA 252. Then me and Leak was supposed to get some shit together. You know, whenever time solidified, we probably go ahead and goddamn make that happen and shit like that. But yeah, city minister, that shit on the way.
So before we wrap it up, is there anyone that you want to shout out? Any words you want to say to the people watching?
Shout out to y'all, much love, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the hood, pray for the city, remain dangerous, stay focused. Shout out to BigSpeaka Productions, see what's going on. Shout out Pete, one of the solidified cameramans out here.